If you're over 60, you've probably noticed that things like climbing stairs, walking long distances, or even getting up from a chair take a little more effort than they used to. That's not just aging, that's sarcopenia, the natural loss of muscle mass and strength that accelerates after age 60. And unfortunately, the legs are often the first to suffer. Your leg muscles, especially your quadriceps, hamstrings, and calves, are crucial for mobility, balance, and independence. When these muscles weaken, everyday tasks become harder. The risk of falling increases, your posture may change, and circulation to your lower body can decrease. Falls, especially in older adults, are a major cause of fractures and hospital visits and can severely reduce quality of life. Now, here's the surprising part. Your diet may be silently making this worse. Yes, what you eat every day has a massive impact on your leg strength. Most people focus on protein, and that's important, but there's another piece of the puzzle that often gets ignored: fruit. Fruits are often marketed as healthy, and while many are packed with vitamins and antioxidants, not all fruits are helpful for muscle health, especially in aging bodies. In fact, some fruits can actively work against your leg strength. How? By spiking your blood sugar, promoting inflammation, and reducing your body's ability to retain lean muscle. When blood sugar levels fluctuate wildly, as they do after eating certain sugary fruits, your muscles can become fatigued, inflamed, and weaker over time. This also impacts your body's insulin sensitivity, which is closely tied to muscle preservation. In this video, we're going to reveal 4 fruits you should avoid or drastically reduce if you want to maintain strong, steady legs well into your golden years. These are fruits that sound healthy and may even be labeled as good for you, but they can quietly chip away at your muscle strength, mobility, and energy. So stay tuned, because knowing what to cut out of your fruit bowl might just help you walk longer, stand taller, and live stronger. Bananas are one of the most popular fruits in the world, and for good reason. They're easy to eat, they taste great, and they're often promoted as a heart-healthy, energy-boosting snack. But if you're over 60 and concerned about leg strength and muscle health, bananas may not be your best friend. Let's talk about potassium. Bananas are well known for being high in this mineral, which is essential for muscle function and fluid balance. But here's the problem. As we age, our kidneys naturally become less efficient at filtering potassium. This means that eating too many potassium-rich foods, like bananas, can overwhelm your system, especially if you're already on medications like ACE inhibitors or have mild kidney disease, which is common in seniors and often goes undiagnosed. Excess potassium in your body can lead to symptoms like muscle cramps, leg weakness, or even irregular heartbeats. That's not something you want when you're already dealing with age-related muscle loss. And then there's the sugar content. One medium banana has about 14 grams of sugar and 27 grams of total carbohydrates. That's not much different from some processed snacks. Eating bananas daily, especially in the morning on an empty stomach, can cause blood sugar spikes followed by crashes, which leave your muscles feeling tired and shaky. Over time, constant blood sugar fluctuations contribute to inflammation and damage to muscle tissue. This can worsen sarcopenia, muscle loss, and decrease your leg endurance, making it harder to go for walks, climb stairs, or even stand up quickly. So, should you never eat bananas again? Not necessarily. But if you're over 60, you should definitely limit your intake to half a banana a few times per week, and always pair it with a source of protein or healthy fat, like Greek yogurt or a handful of almonds, to slow the sugar absorption and protect your muscle health. Smarter choice? Try lower sugar fruits like berries or kiwi, which offer powerful antioxidants and less sugar without overloading your system. Grapes may look innocent, but for seniors concerned about leg strength and muscle health, they can be a hidden troublemaker. These tiny fruits are sweet, juicy, and easy to pop into your mouth by the handful, and that's exactly what makes them risky. Let's start with the numbers. 1 cup of grapes contains about 23 grams of natural sugar. That's nearly as much as a candy bar. While it's true that grapes contain some fiber and antioxidants, the sugar load outweighs the benefits when consumed frequently, especially if you're over 60. Why does this matter? Because high sugar intake is directly linked to muscle weakness and fatigue in older adults. When you eat grapes, the sugar enters your bloodstream quickly, causing a spike in blood glucose. This spike is often followed by a rapid drop, a crash that can leave you feeling tired, sluggish, and even shaky in the legs. Over time, this roller coaster effect can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where your cells become less responsive to insulin. Insulin is critical, not just for controlling blood sugar, but also for helping your body build and maintain muscle mass. If your insulin isn't working efficiently, your body starts to break down muscle, and the legs, being the largest muscle group, are often the first to weaken. Grapes are also low in fiber compared to fruits like apples or pears. This means the sugar hits your system fast and hard, without the buffering effect that fiber provides. For seniors with blood sugar concerns, even small portions of grapes can lead to inflammation, joint stiffness, and tired, aching legs. And let's not forget that many grapes, especially non-organic ones, are coated in pesticides, which have been linked to chronic inflammation. Inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of aging muscles. So, what's the takeaway? If you love grapes, treat them as an occasional treat, not a daily snack, and always combine them with a protein, like a piece of cheese or a boiled egg, to slow the sugar hit. Better alternative, snack on blueberries or strawberries, lower in sugar, higher in antioxidants, and far more muscle-friendly.
Dried fruits like raisins, dates, and figs are often marketed as healthy snacks, natural, fiber-rich, and nutrient-dense. But don't let the small size fool you. These concentrated little sugar bombs can be a silent threat to your leg strength and overall mobility, especially after age 60. Let's look at the facts. During the drying process, fruits lose their water content, which means their natural sugars become highly concentrated. Just 1/4 cup of raisins contains nearly 29 grams of sugar. That's almost 7 teaspoons of sugar in a handful. Dates and figs aren't far behind. When you eat dried fruit, your blood sugar can skyrocket within minutes. This sudden sugar surge triggers a big insulin response, which might give you a brief burst of energy, but it's quickly followed by a crash that can leave your legs feeling weak, shaky, or heavy. Over time, repeated blood sugar spikes and crashes lead to chronic inflammation, one of the biggest contributors to muscle breakdown and joint pain. This is particularly harmful to your legs, where large muscles require steady blood flow, nutrients, and anti-inflammatory support to stay strong and stable. But there's more. Many commercially available dried fruits are treated with sulfites, preservatives that help them retain their color and shelf life. Sulfites can trigger inflammation and allergic reactions in sensitive individuals, including joint stiffness, swelling, or even respiratory discomfort. If your knees or hips already feel stiff in the morning, dried fruits could be making it worse. There's also the issue of portion control. Because dried fruits are small and easy to snack on, many people eat too much without realizing it. You'd never eat 10 plums in one sitting, but you might eat 10 prunes without thinking twice. That's a massive sugar hit, and it all adds up. So what's the solution? If you really enjoy dried fruits, treat them like a dessert, not a daily snack. Stick to small portions and pair them with protein or healthy fat to slow digestion. Smarter alternative? Go for fresh fruits like sliced apples, pears, or citrus, lower in sugar, higher in water content, and easier on your muscles and joints. You may have heard that drinking a glass of orange juice or apple juice is a great way to start the day. But here's the truth. Fruit juice is one of the most deceptive, healthy choices out there, especially if you're over 60 and want to keep your legs strong and stable. Unlike whole fruits, fruit juices are stripped of their fiber. That means when you drink juice, you're consuming all the sugar of several fruits without the natural fiber that slows down absorption. The result? A sugar surge that hits your bloodstream fast and hard. Let's take orange juice as an example. One 8-ounce glass contains about 22 grams of sugar, the same as a can of soda. And most seniors don't stop at one glass, especially if they believe it's healthy. But here's the problem. Repeated sugar spikes, especially from liquids, cause insulin resistance, muscle fatigue, and inflammation. Muscles, especially in your legs, need stable blood sugar and consistent energy to stay strong. When your body is constantly working to manage high sugar loads, your muscles don't get the support they need. Over time, this can lead to weaker leg strength, poorer balance, and reduced endurance for walking or climbing stairs. And don't be fooled by labels that say 100% juice or no added sugar. Even natural fruit sugars, when consumed in liquid form, are processed quickly by the body, leading to energy crashes and even long-term damage to muscle cells. Worse still, fruit juices can increase your risk of type 2 diabetes, which further contributes to muscle wasting and poor circulation in the legs. Another issue is that fruit juices lack the antioxidant diversity of whole fruits. When you eat an apple or an orange, you're also getting the skin, pulp, and additional plant compounds that protect your muscles from aging. Juicing eliminates most of that goodness. So, what's a better choice? Instead of juice, opt for infused water, like lemon or cucumber slices, or enjoy a small portion of whole fruit alongside a source of protein, like a boiled egg or cottage cheese. Bottom line, fruit juice is a sugar trap in disguise, and for seniors wanting stronger legs, it's best left off your breakfast table.